You must have heard of the 22-year-old famous Warriors player and NBA star Jordan Poole, who became the second youngest Warrior to go on this scoring binge, slotting in behind the legendary Rick Barry. But trust me, you don't even know about this NBA prodigy. Keep watching till the end of this video to discover why Jordan Poole is so good for the Golden State Warriors. Trust me, this is not what you used to know about him. You really wouldn't want to miss this. Inside Jordan Poole's rise with the Golden State Warriors. Poole stated, "I wasn't worried about anything they were saying, like he takes bad shots or he can't pass or dribble, because I was aware of my capabilities. It would just depend on how I could mesh my style of play with the groups. I was aware that it would take some time." After finishing a season in which he significantly increased his statistical output across almost all categories and joined the Warriors' new death lineup, those outside conversations have been put to rest. Poole has played a career-high 33 minutes per game while averaging 22.7 points on 56.1% shooting, including 48.8% from beyond the arc through 6 playoff games. His best victory to date came in the opening game of the Western Conference semifinals against the Memphis Grizzlies. He was a reserve player who logged a team-high 38 minutes and led the Warriors in points, 31, rebounds, 8, and assists, 9. 2 weeks after COVID-19 suspended the NBA in March of 2020, the league announced health and safety procedures that allowed players to return to the gym, but with just one other person. Poole picked up his phone and called DeMarco right away. For however long the pandemic lasted, Poole said, "I just knew that if I was able to get in there every single day, I knew I would improve in some way or fashion." The two exercised in the Warriors' gym. They could only use one ball inside, no one else was permitted, and they had to wear masks the entire time. They worked in order to defend Poole. They practiced his shooting almost every day, concentrating on quickening his release, quickening his footwork, and being able to make both catch-and-shoot jump shots and jump shots while moving. They focused on his handles, his ability to finish at the rim with both hands, and his mid-range shot. DeMarco told Poole, "It's going to be frustrating. There will be days when it doesn't go in, but you must have the ability to sharpen those tools." That summer, there was a time when Poole went through everything his coach had forewarned him about. Poole misplaced his shot and spent weeks attempting to locate it. With only the two of them, the gyms across the San Francisco Bay resounded to every clang of the rim and squeak of his practice-only sneakers. He had got enough after missing 8 shots in a row one day. With each ball he kicked into the vacant stands, he released an F-bomb. At the time, Poole stated, "It was the only way I could vent my rage. I was so invested and I really wanted it. I had no choice but to kick the ball. I felt like I had to put in a lot of effort. I put forth enough effort to avoid missing 8 straight. It definitely got on my nerves, especially during exercises. I don't know, exercises. No one is watching me. Why am I not here?" His work continued. Warriors trust Poole and believe he will recover for Game 5. Jordan Poole had to wait 6 days before he could introduce himself to NBA fans. He performed so well in the 3 playoff games between the Warriors and the Nuggets during that period that social media sleuths discovered video mocking a 2019 analyst who claimed he was possibly the worst pick in the draft. Then came Game 4, in which the Nuggets unleashed physical rage on Poole that occasionally resembled that seen in an octagon. In his least significant game in 8 weeks, he finished with 11 points and an equal number of bruises. When the teams take the court at Chase Center for Game 5, he can anticipate receiving the same treatment, and teammates Klay Thompson and Steph Curry just shrug. Thompson advised him to keep doing what he was doing. Myers speculated that some people believed it was premature for him to be selected in the draft. But you have to follow your convictions. That's what we believe too. One game in which Poole was shut out cannot disprove that notion. There's complete confidence throughout the roster, among the coaches, and among the personnel staff that he will make the necessary adjustments for Game 5 and beyond. Poole is providing Warriors with a skill they've long needed. Jordan Poole shares an artistic ability with each former Warriors player that made them a threat on every Warriors possession. Even though he's not Kevin Durant, Sean Livingston, or Leandro Barbosa, former Warriors who excelled at 3 different positions. In the NBA, Poole's ability to create his own shot is extremely valuable. Nobody on the Golden State payroll wants to consider the limitations of the second unit offense without the second-year guard because it is so uncommon and prized. Durant was able to make money in any way he chose, whether it was by getting past defenders to get to the basket or by dribbling into a jump shot from up to 30 feet away. By punishing defenders in the post with a turnaround jumper that defied blocking, Livingston found his niche. Barbosa dazzled onlookers with a dizzying array of tricks and deft playground tricks. Poole has moved past the stage where teammates and coaches only have positive things to say about him because of his work ethic. Kelly Oubre Jr. expressed his extreme happiness for the man. To be completely honest, I don't believe he should have been playing in the G League. However, he did descend there, emerged victorious, and kept his head high. For Poole, the G League was beneficial. It was tonifying. It's where he discovered his rhythm, his spice, and the confidence that he could still humiliate defenders. His nonverbal cues are better. Last season, his confidence seemed so hollow. Now, it feels genuine. Poole won't always score with such incredible efficiency, but the Warriors have seen enough to be able to breathe easy knowing that they selected a good player in the first round more than 21 months ago. How Jordan Poole preemptively ended the Warriors season. A red carpet introduction to the world of basketball was provided by Poole's first playoffs. His 86 total points are the second most by a player through his first 3 postseason games, trailing only Wilt Chamberlain's 106. He became the 16th player in NBA history to score at least 25 points in each of his first 3 career playoff games. "We are aware of our opportunity. It's unique," Poole said. "You don't want to be the one to screw that up as a player." And what about all those injuries? Now he's asking for more. How did the playoffs feel? Man, how was playing on that stage? Kind of thing. No. He's moved past that, according to Green. He is asking himself, what will I do when this period occurs? What should I do to stop that? What do I do here if they do this? It is an entirely different area. I feel as though I comprehend what they are attempting. Please tell me what I should do. Jordan Poole will receive more than $100 million from the Warriors over the course of the next 5 seasons, including 4 additional years and $123 million in compensation, plus an additional $17 million in incentives. The Warriors season hasn't even been going for a minute when Poole saves it. Not rescued, saved it. Not through his output, despite the fact that Golden State can rely on that. Averaging 18.5 points per game, Poole finished his ascent from a late first-round pick to a G-Leaguer to a budding NBA star, becoming one of the season's breakout stars. Poole has already established himself as the favorite to win the NBA's 6th Man Award now that Klay Thompson is healthy. His odds are plus 450 at SI Sportsbook. Through his response to his altercation with Draymond Green, Poole has rescued the season. Or, more precisely, his lack of response. Poole didn't say anything from the moment the video of the Haymaker Green news to hit Poole first appeared a few weeks ago until the Warriors' still perplexing decision not to suspend Green. He avoided discussing it. He didn't mention anything on Twitter. When he finally spoke about it, he said he didn't have anything to say. Green was professional and apologized, according to Poole. "We intend to conduct ourselves in that manner. Everyone on our team and in the locker room knows what it takes to win a championship, and we're going to do that on the court because we're here to play basketball. Really, that's all I have to say about it. We're here to keep raising banners and win championships." Poole claimed, "I've always made people eat their words. I never spoke to the press and made any comments about anyone else. I simply keep quiet, take it all in, and let my performance speak for itself. Definitely feels better. Oh my God, it's so satisfying." Green's drive will be strong. He's aware that dropping Poole cost him the locker room, and the situation grew much worse once the video surfaced. He wants to increase his list of titles by 1. He also wants to be paid. Before the Poole incident, Green, who has a player option on his contract for the upcoming season, was not likely to land a lucrative extension. He'll now need to put even more effort to earn it. "This year, I'm going to disprove a lot of people," Green said. "I'll proceed exactly as I normally do when I'm motivated in a big way." In Golden State, he will have the opportunity. And for that, he can thank Jordan Poole. Poole and the Warriors are now receiving the answers at last. That rounds this episode up. I'll see you in the next one.